We call this house Jedi Temple because we wanted to capture how a space can captivate people through the interplay of light. How architectural forms can create a sense of force and the overall serene atmosphere. So this is like an oasis that represents us.
We didn't want the house to be just an ordinary space with roof over our heads. We envisioned it as an adventure, having something more engaging and experiential. With elements of surprise that elevate the senses and adds moments of discovery. So think of the house as a blank canvas. That space changes based on its surroundings, allowing phenomena like light, shadows, and weather patterns to shape the experience. This makes us focus on subtle changes and often overlooked moments, like the movement of shadows throughout the day or the scent and sound of the rain above. Creating a backdrop that feels alive and in constant transformation.
Hi, I'm Zewei.
And I'm Shelley. We're architects from Hereafter Workshop.
Existing houses usually feature a carport roof, but we chose to forego that in the favor of a tall facade. When we enter the house, surprisingly it feels more spacious. The architecture itself is like a mass model with a geometric form. At night, we have a glowing focal point behind the facade. It reminds us of the moon suspended in space. This adds a sense of depth and tranquility as we approach towards the house.
We wanted to highlight the entrance with a long and dramatic foyer to evoke a sense of arrival. This area was considered in relation to the indoor and outdoor experience, with elements of outdoor materials integrated into it, such as framing the entrance floor with granite and incorporating a slight step up to the foyer, adding a welcoming effect. Drawing us into the dining area where typically the entry leads directly into the living space that is often filled with furniture.
In the dining area, we have a double volume space, flooded with natural light from above. Studying the conventional Malaysian home, we realized that sliding doors and windows that typically face outward were an idea for us. Instead, we opted for a solid dramatic double volume wall for privacy and security, given that the only view is toward the neighbours. We love the outdoors, but we subconsciously want to be indoors as well, so we brought some outdoor elements into the space.
In the kitchen area, we decided to position it opposite the dining space to encourage interactions. In a typical home, the wet kitchen is often isolated in a separated room, which can feel quite lonely for the person cooking. While we understand the reasoning behind separating it, especially for tasks involving heavy cooking and oil spills, our lifestyle favors simple cooking, making an open, connected layout more suitable for us. Behind the kitchen counter is a series of doors that serve as a sleek, clean backdrop, keeping the space free of clutter. These doors conceal storage for all our kitchenware, which creates a more organized space.
To get to the living room, We pass through a narrow corridor, shaped by forms that subtly draw you in. As we enter, it has a sense of delight, with an indoor garden that serves as a focal point, which makes guests want to explore further. We also reimagine the use of sliding doors here that are traditionally layered with grills for security. Instead, we replace them with a series of columns and glass slits, which does not require grills, but is also safe.
For the stairwell, we focus on maximizing ventilation and avoiding the common issue of stuffiness. This led us to create a windowless window, which allows hot air to easily escape during the day and cool breeze to enter during the night. This design that challenges the traditional idea of a window also produces an ethereal glow, softly illuminating the wall with a halo light. What's interesting is the reverse effect occurs at night. When we enter the bedroom, we are captivated by the height of the space, as the ceiling is completely removed. This is because in Malaysia, animals like cats and foxes tend to nest in ceiling spaces. The bed sits at the center of the room with a curved feature railing that has a charming view, especially in the morning, evoking this sense of lightness. This reminds me of a scene from a Disney movie where I feel like I could burst into song. A small and modest arched doorway is the entry to our study, open wardrobe, and bathroom. The office area is framed by large windows, allowing daylight to flood the space. The wardrobes frame the pathway leading to the bathtub, which serves as the centerpiece of the space. The bathroom is completely open to the skylight, capturing the essence of the outdoor space while remaining within the practicality of the wardrobe area. Given our busy lifestyle, we integrated the laundry area into the wardrobe for convenience and to save time. We love the openness of the space and the sense of calmness it brings. It allows us to truly appreciate the important details, like the light and the connection to nature. Giving that feeling of reluctance when leaving a cozy hotel room. Now we get to live in that same kind of comfort every day, and it's always a joy to return home. As our first home, it has brought us a great deal of happiness and a deep sense of accomplishment.
As we spend time in the spaces of our home, we find ourselves inspired to appreciate the often overlooked details, like the shadows cast by the plants, the scent of rain, and the ever-changing patterns of light and rainfall.